The warning was never hidden. It was ignored. The night it happened, America was calm. Stadiums were full. Highways were packed. News anchors debated politics. Social media argued about everything except eternity. And then the sky changed. Over Dallas, over New York, over Los Angeles, the clouds began twisting like a doorway opening from another dimension. Lightning flashed, but it wasn't a storm. It was illumination. A sound followed, deep, commanding, unmistakable, a trumpet that didn't echo from earth but from heaven. Conversation stopped mid-sentence. Crowds looked up. The atmosphere felt charged, alive. And then it began. A woman in a grocery store vanished between aisles 7 and 8. A soldier standing at attention disappeared, his uniform collapsing to the floor beside the American flag. A worship band lost its lead singer in the middle of a chorus. Across cities and small towns, millions were gone in less than a heartbeat. Cars crashed without drivers. Planes veered off course. Screens filled with emergency alerts. Mass global disappearance event. Seek shelter. Avoid travel. But no shelter could stop what had already happened. Above the chaos, a radiant opening burned through the sky. In the center of that light stood a figure in brilliance and authority, arms extended, not in weakness but in power. And rising toward him were people, ordinary people, teachers, truck drivers, grandmothers, teenagers, lifting off the ground as if gravity had released its claim. Some crying with joy, some reaching upward. Then in flashes of gold, they were gone. The light began to close. The trumpet faded. Darkness settled back over a broken world. And the realization hit harder than the explosions and sirens. This was the rapture. The moment preached about, mocked, debated, delayed in the minds of those who thought they had more time. Families were divided in seconds. A believing wife gone, her husband left screaming her name. A praying grandfather vanished from his recliner. Entire church rose empty while others sat frozen in terror. It wasn't about popularity. It wasn't about nationality. It wasn't about how good someone appeared. It was about readiness, about relationship, about whether the warning had been taken seriously. As fires burned across city skylines and government leaders struggled to explain the unexplainable, a new fear spread deeper than the chaos. If the rescue just happened, then what comes next is judgment. The world would demand answers. A powerful leader would soon rise promising unity and peace. Many would follow because fear makes people desperate. But the truth would remain unshaken. Eternity had interrupted history, and the door had closed for millions who waited too long. The question is not whether you've heard about the rapture. The question is whether you're prepared for it. Because when that trumpet sounds again, there will be no countdown, no negotiation, no second chance to rewind the moment. Don't miss the rapture. Don't trade eternity for distraction. Don't assume tomorrow is guaranteed. Because one ordinary night, when the world feels completely normal, heaven will open, and only those who are ready will rise.